Morning, everybody. This is Will with Lightweight Debris Removal right here in Vista, California. Today we got 4 dumpsters. You can see them right there. We got to get all 4 of these out today. This one right here is going. I'm gonna load this one up right now. We're gonna take it to a job in Hamul. Come back, grab this one, drop it off for a contractor that uses us all the time. It's going to go out for a monthly rental. All these dumpsters in the back, monthly rental, and then monthly rental. So we got 4 dumpsters that are gonna go out. I got to come back and offload these ones. These are all full right there, and then I got some full ones over there too. So we're gonna shoot over to Hamul, drop this dumpster, shoot back, grab that one, and then in the afternoon we got to jump into the Isuzu. We're gonna do a junk removal job all the way out in La Mesa, shoot back, deliver a couple more dumpsters, and hopefully make the dump before it closes. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna take the Freightliner and skedaddle. All right, we're all loaded up. Got that over there. And then these ones right here. The reason why I stick them on this side, I kind of arrange our yard like this. We got our 20s over there, but those are full. We had a big job, and 2 of those are back there are full. I think 3 of them are full. So 3 of those are full. I got to get to the dump. That one's full. These are my 13 yards. So I have my 13s on this side, 20s over there, and I keep my 15s and low boy on this side. And then what I do is I put all my full ones here most of the time. I line them up here, that way I can bring the Isuzu down and back up to fill these up. But a lot of these come off a job site and there's only a little bit in them, so we'll fill them up, top them off, and then take them when they're full. But also I do that so I typically don't leave my full ones up there. I'll put them down here, but I ran out of room, so I don't make a mistake and actually hook up to a dumpster thinking it's empty and deliver it to a client. So I've done that before and it sucks. So all my empties are, I know they're empty. I clear them and I should be able to put it right now. I can see the trash coming out the top, so that'd be easy. Those ones. So, but yeah, if you ever, I don't know if you guys ever done it. Leave a comment down below where mess up and hook up to a dumpster, take it to a client, and it had stuff in it. All right, we're headed to Hamul on the I-5 South. Traffic's flowing nice. I like getting out, not too early, because I hate playing around in traffic, morning traffic. So it's about like 8 o'clock, and the freeway seemed like flowing pretty good. Almost about an hour drive. We took this job. Normally we don't go far. We try to stay in our little area, but we took this job because it's a current customer that uses us all the time. You guys charge them an extra $100, $200, something like that, for extra fuel and time.
Crash ahead on I-5 South.
Oh man, that was a crash ahead.
On the fastest route.
Well, we'll see what happens. But one thing I want to talk about real quick is some people ask me, they're like, hey man, it's only you and your wife? You guys do junk removal and dumpster rentals? How you guys keep it up? And the secret is for me, is to keep my truck full of fuel every night. I try to park them in a way where I don't gotta come out in the morning and back out into something. So I stage my vehicle, so I just drive out. I put a dumpster on it. If I have a delivery, the dumpster's gonna be sitting on it. Or if I'm going straight to the dump, a full one's on there. So I try to make use of that kind of time, try to stay ahead of that during the summer, because we've been slammed last 4 months, back-to-back jobs every day. And so basically I try to keep the fuel topped off. Any kind of things get broken, I try to stay on top of that, get it fixed right away. And maintenance, I try to get the oil changes scheduled ahead of time, so I'm not sitting there driving around with an expired oil or all that kind of stuff. So I just try to stay on top of stuff the best I can. The other secret is we have the right equipment. I got a hook lift truck that's really easy to drive. I can do everything myself. And then we have the Isuzu truck with a lift gate. So if I have to go do jobs, I can typically do them all myself, figure out things. But if I need help with a couch or something heavy like that, I can get the homeowner to help me, or I'll bring my wife. But a lot of times I do jobs all by myself all day long. And right now, we're gonna go do this job up at Hamul, drop off this dumpster, shoot back. I'll grab another 15, and I'm gonna drop that off. I think Carlsbad, head back to the house, grab the truck, go do the junk removal job, and then I got a bunch of other maintenance type dumpster swap outs. So I got them all on my list, and what I just prioritize. I try to do all the ones that need to be done. Like the high priority. I put them on the schedule first, and then I work everything in. We get new calls all the time. People are calling. They want they want a delivery. So I still got to keep up with our new customers. So I'm always putting out new dumpsters. You know, I might get a call right now and I'll just say, yeah, we can definitely get you in, you know, today. And then they're like, oh, awesome, you know, and I'll try to do it at night. You know, I drop dumpsters, you know, super late. So like yesterday, we were out, we did a junk removal, but it was super late. It was like 7 o'clock at night. And we got there, still had some daylight, but it got dark on us while we're loading, but that's fine. You know, so I gotta go take this Suzu and dump that one actually out before we go set up with that job today. But anyway, I just try to stay ahead of the curve on things best I can, you know, and that's about it. Also, just a quick update on my hook lift trailer. I'm so excited, can't wait. Should be here pretty soon, you know. So they're working on it. I picked my paint color I want on it, so that was pretty super exciting. What's cool about Cam Concept is that you can pick, I counted something like, shoot, man, it was something like 50 colors. Different colors. They have like a charts, like 3 charts, and you can pick any color you want. And so what you can do is just have the trailer painted black, you know, like all black, and then paint the hook a certain color and the rollers in the back. Or you can paint the whole trailer, you know, whatever color you want. At first I was gonna paint it blue, but then luckily Jean-Pierre reached out to me and he was like, you sure? And I'm like, maybe it's gonna look funny, you know, all blue trailer. So it's gonna be all black, blue hook, and blue rollers. So whenever I get that, it's gonna be perfect timing. I'm in no rush to get it. Actually, I gotta fix my truck. My Ram, my 2017 Ram 3500, has AC transmission, 4-wheel drive, thing is a beast. That's our one we originally started with, you know, and anyway, that thing has seen some loads, man. With our PJ system, we're pulling like some heavy loads, like 4 to 6 tons, you know, often. So anyway, that thing got some leaks in it. It's gonna go in the shop. It's in the front end somewhere. I guess it's some notorious common leak in the housing, some kind of housing or piston, or I don't know, not piston, like a crankshaft seal or something like that. So anyway, they're gonna handle that. Get all the maintenance done on it. When that trailer gets here, it's that gooseneck Cam Concept. We're gonna put that on that truck, and man, that's gonna be pretty good because it's gonna back us up. What it is what we're getting at is this truck right here was $160,000. I think it was a little more than that actually. I think it was closer to $170,000 to $180,000. Bought it 2 years ago. We have it 2 years. This thing runs flawless, man. This thing's a beast. It does everything we need it to do. I have no complaints on it. And then the issue is, what happens if this thing does break down, right? What am I gonna do? Like, I can't go buy another Freightliner. There's no way. I wouldn't be able to afford it, you know? The company couldn't afford it. And then, you know, and it's under warranty. So, but the problem is, like, if I drop this thing off, like it was a catastrophic issue, if I don't have this thing for more than 3 days, like, all hell is breaking loose with our customers, you know? So what I'm doing is buying that hook lift trailer, and I have my truck to back me up with this truck. And then eventually, what I want to do is get a, you know, like a 550 short wheelbase, 60 cab to axle, like a shot hauler type setup, and then basically just you know, maybe just run trailers, that Cam Concept and that 550 with the wide tracked front end. But anyway, we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys posted on everything and show you a bunch of videos once it gets here. You guys can see how, what's nice about it, you can pivot these things, and you know, the dumpster straight here on that curb, just kind of give them some room, but the truck's, you know, angled out, you know, so it's like, you got a lot of room right here. You can drive it like a trailer. All right, perfect spot for it. Out of the way for the cars, they can get through. But you can see how it's all cockeyed. But it's nice because you can just pivot with these things. Look at that. Isn't that neat? There's nothing gonna break it, you know? And look how much room I got right here. So I can do a pretty sharp turn, almost like a trailer. Put it right on the money. All right, guys, let's get out of here. We'll do our second job. There's a beautiful area right here. You see the houses back here. All right, let's get out of here. All right, knocked the first job out. That was pretty easy. yeah, and I'm sure they're gonna need multiple dumpsters there. So I'm gonna have to find the nearest dump to this location. But I'll find it, and then if not, I can swap them. I'll bring it empty up here and swap them out as much as they need. But yeah, it's a cool little town. I wouldn't mind coming here more often. It's a little bit out of the way. I think we're about 70 miles away, but it wasn't that bad. Maybe like 60. I think it was like 60 miles from our house, but it actually ain't that bad. I come up here I don't come up here, but I go up to like different areas, and like, so when I heard Hamul, I was thinking like, man, that's far, because like, but this is really just on the other side of Escondido. I mean, El Cajon, so it's not far, you know, actually. And I charged the guy a little bit extra because I was thinking like, man, this thing was out in the middle of the boondocks, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, we could get into town quick and then get back on the freeway. So yeah, so we got to cover ourselves. I charge a little extra when we do these jobs, because I mean, time is money, and it took me probably extra 30 minutes than normal.
Turn right.
But if we do multiple dumpsters back to back, it can start adding up, you know, with the time, and then I got to go find a place to dump these dumpsters. So definitely a good idea to charge more. And that's another thing I was going to talk about. It's like, I think when I started out, and I think for most folks, they're scared to charge too much, because then you won't get the jobs. But one thing I found out, and just from watching a lot of videos and like Sonoma Strong and all those guys, if you have good branding and you're got good equipment and you know what you're doing, go ahead and charge a lot more than you think. Like literally, add 10% onto it, like anytime. I think we're gonna bump up our prices actually. We're already the highest. We're probably one of the highest charge dumpsters. I mean, we're not the highest, but we're up there. And but I think we're gonna have to bump our prices up a little bit more just to keep up with everything that's been, you know, inflation, and the dump fees are going up. So we might just bump ours up, because I started noticing like everybody's getting close to our prices. You know, like, yeah, we charge like $7.95 for a 20 yard, and we've been doing that for a long time, maybe the last 2 years. And a lot of people are like, geez, you're expensive. I can go get one for $550 for a 20 yard, you know. And but we pride ourselves on we can do it the same day. We got a lot of dumpsters, you know. So we would lose a lot of clients, but then the ones that don't care about the money and they're just like, whatever, I just need it today. They know that they're going to get a dumpster, and we're friendly. Those are the customers that we like. So I think having the higher prices, it weeds out all the little the customers that are, you know, but then we can give discounts too, and we have smaller size dumpsters for the good customers that are just price sensitive. So I don't like to X out those people and say, oh, we're just going to charge so much that if you don't want to pay our prices, go somewhere else. So it's not like that. It's just that, you know, we got to be able to make a profit, and we pay commercial insurance. You know, like a lot of people out there don't, but we do. I have a commercial policy on 3 trucks. I'm adding a trailer. Our insurance just a month is $3,000 every month. It's like around $3,000. I think we got it down a little bit over the last year, but we pay out the nose for commercial insurance out here. And being a startup too, you know, they're not being that nice and friendly out here in California. If you guys heard about that for business startups, you know, we pay out the nose. So. And for vehicle registrations and all that stuff. And then, so we got commercial insurance. I got super expensive trucks, you know, we got to pay for it. I got the right equipment, so I have to pass that along to the customer. And then the value that the customer is getting is, we'll be there today. You know, I'll drop it off today with a friendly smile, and if they need help getting property cleanouts done, we can do it today. You know, like I can drop off dumpsters, get some guys, start working on it. And so we offer a lot of service. So there's a lot of value there, just having the right equipment, having the ability to do jobs, and we have the branding. And guess what? People trust us. You know, they trust the brand. They trust that I'm a veteran. We're a Christian-owned company, so we're gonna charge the prices we need to stay business and be profitable going forward. You know, so something to think about, guys. Is just that don't be the cheapest guy. It's not. You know, you hear that a lot. Like, don't be the cheapest guy. And I was kind of confused by that when I started out. I'm like, what does that mean? You know, like, and then, you know, people will ask for discounts and all this stuff. And I didn't understand, you know, much about it. But all I know is that we weren't making enough money, you know. And then the more equipment I bought, the more it costs. And it's like, man, I got the right equipment and I'm trying to do things the right way, but I can't keep up with those same prices everybody else are doing. So the only thing we could do is just raise our prices, and it actually worked out. So what we do is we raise our prices, but we also give better service. You know, like I clean out every dumpster, like I spray out every dumpster after every rental. So, and I'll put like some deodorant in it, so they always got a good smelling dumpster. All our dumpsters are new, and you know, I'm the owner and the driver, so when I get to the client's place, I ask them, where do you want it? You know, I'm pretty accommodating, give them whatever they want. And then, you know, just we're really flexible. Whatever, we offer all these other help service. I mean, from cleaning houses, like cleaning windows, whatever people need, you know, we do all those extra services. We charge for it, but we're available. And sometimes people just need stuff done. They don't care about the price, you know. So those are the customers that we were looking for. That's our ideal customer. Someone that's willing to pay our prices, and they're not price sensitive to all that. And then they just want the job done and done correctly. So those are pretty much our customers. We like the other customers, you know, people that are price sensitive. So I have dumpsters and pricing for them, you know, just to make it a little bit affordable. But other than that, we're trying to run a company and try to be profitable so we can stay in business for the long term. Got it all loaded up. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here and drop this dumpster off. All right, new dumpster dropped off. We're gonna head out of here. All right, drop off number 2 done, completed. Now we're headed home. This one is actually really close to the beach. The beach is just over there. You can see the water back there. What's nice is that the dump is close by. It's probably like 2 miles from here on this job site, and the freeway's right here. I can come off the freeway or take the different route. But yeah, it's super easy, you know. So anyway, just kind of going back on what I was saying earlier. Yeah, if you guys want to really survive in the dumpster world and junk removal hauling, I think, like Sonoma Strong said, you don't want to survive off of running Google Ads. You know, you can get business and everything, but you're gonna be like I was, just spending money. You can. Who's that one guy out there? Jedi Junk Removal. They sold their business, and I can just imagine he was dropping like 10 grand a month on Google Ads. You know, and they made $1 million in a year, but still, that's a lot of overhead. Just, you know, you got to pay your employees. You got a couple trucks, maintenance, stuff breaking down all the time, and then just the madness, you know. You're just juggling, hustling, and just always trying to find new, employees and stuff like that. And that's the nice thing about, like, the way I have it set up with our company is it's just me and my wife. We do everything. If we need help for jobs, we'll go ahead and ask for a couple people. You know, we got a couple people that are always ready to work with us for big jobs. But I got the right equipment. I spend the money on equipment rather than hiring people. You know, for now, maybe later, I might have to switch up that model. But it kind of works for me, you know. It's just, I figured out, like, yeah, we had high employees and we're paying them a lot. As soon as we weren't using them, I just bought better equipment and said, you know what, I'm just going to do all the jobs myself. And because here's another tip. From what I'm finding out, just from watching Mike Andes, his business turnaround, and just all the stuff that he has out there, and just other junk removal companies. So with junk removal, man, it's like you can have one truck and make a lot of money. You get 2 trucks, well, like we got, it starts eating up your profits, right? Because now you got more expenses. So that's the situation we're in right now, where we have a lot of equipment, a lot of dumpsters, and we bought another trailer, that hook lift trailer. But here's the thing, if I wait it out long enough, eventually everything is going to get paid off. And then once everything's paid off, I still need to buy new vehicles, right? So we're always going to have that issue where you always need vehicles, you always need equipment. So that's an endless cycle. So what I initially thought about was, you know what? Like I said, I didn't know anything. I just jumped in. But my idea was to buy everything we need. I'll just work my butt off and just put my head down and work for 5 years, for a 5-year period. Work on advertising my company in a way where we're not always paying Google ads, and then also, like I said, go to all the meetings for all the Chamber of Commerce and do a lot of local stuff. So when eventually 5 years down the road, we should be pretty well off. We should be pretty done in our company with our branding. In our area with our branding, our logos, just trucks driving around. And so I'm not really looking for the money right now, right? I think a lot of people get into the business. They need the money now. They need it today. We don't need that. I already got stuff set up for that. I already retired from my government job. I got VA benefits, all that stuff. So, we got real estate. And then my wife, she has her own jobs, and we're gonna start selling like camp concept trailers. But so I'm always doing something else, right? And I think in real estate, right? We're gonna get into real estate when the market starts crashing here. Right now, we're already in it. But once it starts getting really low, I'll wait it out a couple years and start scooping up stuff. And then I got the equipment to gut out the houses myself. And then I know all the contractors, and if they need work, I hire them guys that put the houses back together and then rent them out. So I got plans. I got a lot of crazy kooky plans. It's like Dr. Dre, man. I'm just in the lab trying to think of things all the time. But I try to do it the right way. I don't want to continually buy crappy equipment that's just going to have to be repaired and it's not efficient. So my whole take on things is buy the most efficient equipment you can now, get used to it, learn how to operate it, get stuff that if I hire somebody later, they can operate it, and then just wait it out. I think in a couple years, things get paid off. And just for right now, we're just gonna work, man. Just work, get our name out there, do the best job we can, and just get all these contractors lined up, And we already put all that money into the dumpsters and all that stuff. I already did all that headache, and we got them, and they're just ready to go. So something to think about. There's different ways to go about it. All right. All right, just got finished with, this is our third job of the day, but we're not finished. We just did one load, and we're gonna need to come back. So we did half of it. Come back for the other half tomorrow. Some metals in here. Let's see if this is nice and empty. All right. All right, looking good. We just gotta come back tomorrow and get the rest of this stuff, and that'll be job number 1 tomorrow. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. And there's Christina, working. She never stops. She's has OCD. But anyway, all right, guys, stay safe out there. We'll do another video for tomorrow. All right, be safe, guys.